Welcome back, crew, to Boats vs. Haulover. Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at beautiful Haulover Inlet in Miami, but today's a little different as we're visiting Haulover's cousin to the north and we're heading up to Boca Inlet. As you can tell from these images, it's a little bit of a rough day. Going to be interesting to see how our captains fare as they try and come in Boca. Our crew here is pretty successful. Hopefully some of our captains have the same success, but let's go ahead and get this episode of Boats vs. Haulover started. And this, of course, is going to bring us to the first round of our competition. And here in the first round, the boats are actually going to toss a Nortec in the ring to see if they can go ahead and get on the board early. But let's go ring the bell round one. And no, yes, this is not a Nortec, but here in a moment, we're going to see our next vessel coming out. You can kind of see the girl on the bow of that other boat panicking a little bit as things are a little rough, as people are coming in and out of this inlet today. And as you can tell here, a Nortec, which should be up on plane blasting its way out of Boca, is flopping around here to give you an idea how rough it is. Now, it's a slow roll out for them, but nothing really goes wrong, so I can't bash them too hard, and they took it cautious and safe, so I will go ahead and give them the win in the first round, which is going to give the boats the edge as we move into the second round of our contest. And here in the second round, the boats are going to try and send a sea hunt through to see if it can keep that momentum going. And this crew looks solid. They've got the boat up on plane, everybody's kind of hanging on. Good call on the captain. Nobody is in front of the helm. Everybody's at least at the helm or further back, and it looks pretty good. They picked a good line and a good bit of timing here as well, as they've not really hit any of the bigger waves we've seen, and they go blasting their way in, and it looks like they're gonna wind up. No! And last second, Boca claims a victim as they wind up losing a towel. Now, even though they made it in, Boca got one. I'm gonna go ahead and give Boca the win in that round. And that's going to take us to the third round of our contest, which is going to bring us to a 1-1 tie. And the boats are going to toss a Sea Fox in the ring to see if they can go ahead and get back on the advantage. And man, we got somebody way up in the bow on this one. This is a bad idea on a day like today. Unfortunately, this person quickly decides that same thing. That is not where I want to be. And this boat winds up getting worked a little bit as it's making its way out. Now, fortunately, that person decided to move a little bit further back, or they probably would have gotten worked as well. But fortunately, this boat winds up making it out, and we're going to go ahead and give them the win, and the boats will take the win in the third round. And that's going to move us on to the fourth round of our contest. And here in the fourth round, the boats have a 2-1 edge. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going, as they're going to toss a Latitude in the ring to see if it can go ahead and get them up. And our guy goes down. So he had two bow riders up front, and Boca knocked one of them down early. He does wind up getting back up, but the damage is kind of done on this one. Boca already knocked him off their pace as he winds up on his tail as they're entering the inlet, and I'm going to have to go ahead, even though they got back up, and give that one to Boca, which means all of a sudden, after 4 rounds, we are back to a 2-2 tie. And here we go, the fifth round's going to be the deciding factor. Who will be the winner today? Will it be the boats or Boca? Let's find out, as the boats are going to toss a Starcraft in the ring to try and close it out. Now, this is not the best boat for a day like today. It is a rough one, and this crew is basically in a lake boat. Let's see how Captain Skills can pull it off, though, if he can make it in without getting into too much trouble. And right here, he's got a good plan. Kind of posting up on the back of a wave and just riding that wave in. The one thing he's really got to be careful about is he doesn't want the stern to get caught. He doesn't want the wave behind him to catch up to him, lift that stern, drop that bow, and he can be in a whole lot of trouble. Now, this is a pretty easy light roll in, but in this kind of boat, that's exactly what you need to do. And that's exactly what our crew's going to do. They're going to give us a little fist bump action, and this crew, they're going to make it in, surprisingly, and they're going to wind up taking a win for the boats here in the fifth round, which means the boats are going to wind up taking the win in this episode, which is pretty surprising on a rough day down here at Boca. But thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.